should we do a recap on last time, you think?
Probably.
Yes, please.
It's all up to you, I suppose.
Okay, I'll do a quick recap just for everybody.
Okay.
Last time on Mage, the Awakening, Gotham Edition. The Cabal found themselves sharing a similar dream and awakening in a strange location. A movie theater that reminded them of nowhere they've ever been. After a bit of investigation, they discovered a secret panel and some prophetic text. And they discovered that the place they were in was tainted by the abyss more than anywhere they've ever been to. After a bit of hubris, one of the members informed the local herald who met them outside. They then went to the concilium after collecting the homeless man who wandered off. And were assigned by the concilium a special assignment, as it were, to discover who the perpetrator of these harsh crimes were and their involvement with the concilium itself. After that, they all returned to their homes and or new places of residence for the homeless man, and met their, at least some of their nemesis. One, a time-traveling beast with a more familiar resemblance. God damn it. For another, it was a strange old man resting under the stairwell, offering promises of change to those who are willing to pay a price. And for the last, it was a old tenant trying to own the building that they're staying in. And that was about it. God damn it. Hold on one second.
Gotta refresh that throat.
Yeah, fluid. Yep.
I know.
I was doing a voice yesterday that kind of shredded my throat. Yeah. And I do mean yesterday, not last week. But yeah, let's begin. You all remember where you are, correct?
Yep. In bed.
Last I was in Alex's office. Or Invictus's office, I suppose.
In my new apartment.
All right. We're going to start with Nell, or Anubis and Jester, because, yeah.
Okay.
You both go to sleep and whatever else you do during the time you're in bed.
Yeah.
When a knock is at your door.
Anubis gets up and tells Chester that I'll get it. He puts on his slippers. Yeah, just stay in bed. Anubis puts on slippers, his doggy slippers, kind of drags himself to the door. Does the door have like a keyhole or something, or like, those doors where you can open the slot, you can see through the door, or no?
Yeah, it has a peephole, like.
Okay. So he's gonna look through, and what does he see?
You see Prometheus, the herald of the concilium.
Oh, that's when he opens the door, and he says, "Hello," and he just sees Anubis, still in the same clothes he was last night. He just puts on some doggy slippers. That's the only difference.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Sorry, I thought this was Jester's place.
I'm also living with him. He's my roommate.
Oh, okay. He reaches into his coat and pulls out a leather-bound book. Yeah, he asked for this, and he was going to hand you a grimoire.
Oh, his own personal grimoire. Okay, I'll give it to him. Is there anything else you need me to do?
Yeah, in the grimoire, I stuffed some notes, just some case notes that the Concilium already had.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's have a wonderful night.
Yeah.
And he's gonna, just kind of walk down the hallway.
All right. And Anubis just watches him walk away. Look at the grimoire, see some notes, I guess. Are there separate pages? The notes are just sticking out?
Yeah, they're just there's a photograph and a couple letters tucked in there.
All right. So that's when Anubis turns around, closes the door, and says to Jester that, hey, your grimoire arrived. Jester,
Sweet.
are you awake?
Yeah.
Well, here, and he just shoves the grimoire into, Jester's face. Here you go. I assume that Jester is still in. Oh,
It's
come on.
It's still under the cover.
I guess he just keeps under the cover. He just keeps bopping the grimoire on top of Jester's head. Here, you want it?
Yeah,
Bop becomes
take
harder.
it.
Okay.
Gambit starts barking to get Jester up too, even though he
Oh.
can't hear him.
Oh yeah, my familiar says to get up.
Huh?
My familiar says to get up.
Fine. Jester will get out of bed, dress himself, look at the grimoire.
Has some notes in there, and a photo. Some notes from Prometheus.
Oh. Sweet, so. What?
The
Yeah?
photograph is entirely black, actually, when you look at it. You don't know why that was important enough to include, and the notes are letters sent that, you get in the mail, but they're still in the envelope. The envelope is open, but yeah, they're just all stuffed in there.
What the fuck would.
Anubis shrugs.
Look at this photograph. Like. What I'm supposed to do with it?
I don't know. I guess this is when Anubis looks at the photo. Is it like a Polaroid, or is it like?
Yeah, it's a Polaroid, kind of an old style Polaroid as well.
I guess this is when Anubis picks it up and shakes it. Like what they do with Polaroids back then. Is it doing anything?
Well, that's like when it comes out and you're just trying to waft it as it materialize, whatever the term is.
Anubis just does it anyway. He just sees. he
Saw
just
the
does it,
movies
like-
once.
Wiggle, wiggle,
Yeah.
wiggle.
Nope, nothing.
Oh,
He just shoves the photo in front of Jester.
Well,
But look at the letters.
yeah, with a bit of luck, they will all be blank. You'll see.
Well, you do that, I'll just get something for you. And that's when Anubis goes to the kitchen and maybe gets Jester a cup of water.
Jester will look inside the envelope.
There are several letters, just all kind of shoved in there. Some of them are tattered, but all intact.
Is there any what's on them? Like what's written in them? Like is it high speech or plain English?
It's neither. It's a series of symbols and spaces, and well, it looks like a note written in a cipher.
What the fuck?
What is it?
This guy is. Look at this.
Sorry, the banging. I guess that's what Anubis is doing in the kitchen for some reason. He comes over and looks at the cipher letter. Can I roll to see if I'm able to figure it out?
Yeah.
What's
Without
the
the
roll?
key, it's going to be rather difficult, but still doable. I'm going to say intelligence, academics.
Any modifiers?
No.
No? Okay.
Do you have any? No, I don't have any condition.
Oh, well, Jester got it before I did. Aha!
All right. 3 successes and 1 success. I guess it's not as difficult as I thought it was.
We are smart.
Yeah, but it's notes from Prometheus saying basically the context are the time notes from the not time notes time fuck. Okay, let me just basically the contents are case notes on the arrival of Kane and all crimes associated with him. It looks like almost police files that have been translated into this cipher.
Why does this fucker didn't write it in high speech? I mean,
I don't know.
worst herald ever.
It was a fun game, don't you think?
No.
We figured it out together.
Yeah. Stupid.
It was still fun.
mean, It's not
Yeah?
so complicated as any mages with like a brain could solve it. So why? Just why?
Anubis shrugs and out of character. Is there any details that stick out from the information? Like maybe any numbers, dates, any info, specific info, maybe name of the victim.
There are names of several victims. Claudia Boyle, Sarah Sinhard, Bailey Day, and what was the last one I ever written? Hold on. Peyton May, not Day.
And do they have anything in common other than they're all female, right?
And they were all pregnant.
How many months pregnant? Do you know?
It says that the first one was expected anytime soon, while the other ones were in varying stages of pregnancy. One
Yeah?
wasn't even showing, but an autopsy reported that she was in fact pregnant.
Do they show like the photos? How much do they show of the victim? Because I still have the finger of one of the victims, assuming if they are on the list.
There's only the one photo.
Only one, okay. And it's a portrait? Only?
It's blank. It's a black Polaroid.
Black, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna quickly spend 1 mana and use active mage sight on the note and the photo with life, spirit, and prime. See if there is anything of value in this.
Yeah, the note in and of itself is definitely the word magic. Fuck. There was a better word for that. Supernal. Or not supernal.
Oh,
Special. It actually looks like it's not a photo at all from where you're looking at it through active mage sight. It looks like a what's the word? Window into the okay, sorry, just it looks like a window into the shadow, basically, is what I was trying to say before my brain. But it requires some special something to get it working.
ah,
Anything you found, Jester?
yeah. The picture is magical.
Oh,
I should
What?
have told you it was activating the peripheral mage sight. Sorry. Anyway,
No bother. I'm
So-
just going to quickly cast a spell and see if I get it working.
what spell are you gonna cast?
I'm gonna cast Word of Command.
And what does that do?
It basically, if the object is crafted by a mage and magical, it activates. Well, I can activate the effect of the object bypassing prerequisite conditions.
Okay.
And if the object requires mana to be activated, then I may spend mana to activate it.
It does not require mana.
Sweet, because I'm starting to run out of mana. So just let me look at my list of yantra.
First spell of the game.
Of this station.
That's what I meant.
Primary factor is potency, so it's a potency potency 1. I'm gonna use a free reach to instant cast it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take a -4 penalty to boost it at potency 4.
Are you
And I will mitigate that by using High Speech and Concentration to get a +4 in Yantra bonus. So basically, I'm just rolling my Gnosis and Arcana.
okay? Are you overreaching?
Nope.
Okay. Two successes.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. It activates and it looks like a specific spot in the shadow, actually. But it doesn't look like a photograph of the shadow. It looks like a mirror into that spot in the shadow.
In the shadow, like the shadow of the spirit world? Or...
Across the gauntlet.
Oh! Well, shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's the church that the concilium is held in.
What? That's weird. He gave
What
us a picture of the shadow in the Concilium Sanctum. Like, I'm gonna call Benny.
All right, Benny, you're getting a call from Juster. You sober enough to answer it?
Yeah, presumably this is the morning after all the events that have happened.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So Benny's up. In fact, he's drinking. You know, he was at Invictus's not long ago, so he's probably just stepping out on his way towards work or something.
All right.
Hello.
Hey Benny, it's Jester. Can you come can you come over? Like,
Well, I was thinking of being on time for work today.
come
Sure.
on.
Yeah, I'll come. And I will choose to co-locate over there. Just step right back into Invictus's office to do it in private and just be there.
Okay.
Wow.
Is our apartment a safe place or something like that?
Yeah, Invictus's place should generally be safe because absolutely no one is there except
Hmm.
Invictus.
That
Okay.
sounds mildly hubristic.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
hubris would be using it to get there so I don't have to worry about ever being on time for work. This is
What are you
someone
using
saying
hubris-
something is important happening now.
And just asking you to come over, you could come on with, like, with the bus or take your car or take your cab. I don't know.
Well, ultimately, I do still want to take that cab and be on time to work.
You could do a number of things besides co-locate yourself.
It's my praxis. I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me. Well, yes, you can. Basic sympathetic travel. I just need to spend a mana, and I will roll some amount of dice, I believe.
Why do you
Jester, would
need
you say
mana?
that I know you really well?
Nah, not very well, but you know me, I'm not a stranger.
Okay,
Some
so
mild connection, perhaps.
right. So I might need to reduce it by 4, in which case I probably actually cannot co-locate you because it's too hard. Because I have very few dice unless well, I guess I could concentrate and have 2 dice to do this.
Because it's
You have
hard,
all
because
your
it's
time to
hubristic.
You have all your time to cast to use as many yantra as you please.
Well, I can only benefit from 2 anyways, and one of them
Yeah.
is sympathy, so I can reach you.
Oh yeah, right.
So, I'm at 2 dice. Let's give it a try. Let's see. Benny can change the world. I might choose to willpower it. How do you want to roll with the willpower? Could I roll it after, or should I just add it in now?
Add it in now, I think would be the best.
Okay. 1. It does work.
Yep.
Benny temporarily assigns the same location and space to Invictus's office and Jester's home, and sees them overlap temporarily in a crystalline kind of mirror form, and then pops through in a sort of kaleidoscopic manner, as if the kaleidoscope was turning and revealing him. And now he's there.
That's what you see happen at your
Okay.
apartment.
Or
Do, do,
you're
do,
here
do.
quick. Like,
Oh, sounded important, says Benny as he takes another drink of his coffee, vodka, whatever happened to be in the bottle mix.
well,
Bleach.
Prometheus has given me some notes and a photograph of the shadow of the location in the shadows. And I don't know why he gave me that.
The shadows?
Yeah, like the spirit world.
Oh, that stuff.
Yes.
I don't know anything about that stuff.
Are there ghosts involved? I know shadows.
Sounds like it.
No, like,
I think it's spirits, though.
yes, like the spirit
Yeah.
world. It's called the shadow, but it's not made of shadows.
It's
What's
confusing, isn't it?
what's the rest of this stuff here? And he says, just kind of looking at the files.
Notes
Oh.
on
Police work, police
Yeah.
files.
coded notes.
Oh, I was about to go in and look at that stuff. Maybe I don't have to go into work today.
I guess.
We were able to put together it was a cipher. So Jester and I figured it out and heard the names of the victims, and I knew it was just names of the victims. All pregnant women. So yeah, I'm just wondering
Looking at the files real quick, does it indicate that they acquired evidence while they were there, i.e. the bullets that shot them?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can definitely investigate that lead later. And he says, oh good, they do have the bullets there. I would have thought he'd been super pragmatic and pulled them out or something. Perfect.
Well, if there are spirits involved, I'm just gonna do some prep work. So just sit tight and I don't know, grab a coffee or something. Yeah.
Okay, and Benny will go ahead and find whatever coffee pot you have and add more coffee to his coffee drink.
And Jester will go to like one corner of the room and begin casting, and will begin casting a spell on himself.
Oh,
Exorcist Eye.
Anubis will just narrow his eyes at Ben and said, "You know, you could have just asked, and proper home etiquette,
I mean, you invited me over, right?
Yes, I just could have gotten it for you.
Oh, you mean the coffee?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. And
Good.
he'll
And
just
also,
sort of like look embarrassed for half a second.
also take off your shoes. I don't want you to mess up the floor. Please.
Oh, yeah. And then he will take off, of course, his dirty, scruffy little shoes.
Reveal his dirty, scruffy socks.
And that's when Anubis just pulls out an extra pair of doggy slippers for Benny to wear. Here.
Ooh, these look very comfy.
Okay, boys, don't move.
Okay.
Benny is hopping up and down in his slippers.
Actually, come touch me, please. Well, come.
What? Excuse me?
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not sure I know you quite in that way yet.
Just come hold hands with me, okay?
Okay, well, at least you know that's a first step.
Oh, don't be like that.
Anubis just holds Jester's hand very tightly.
Benny.
Benny comes to hold hands.
All right, let me cast my spell. And I will cast Exorcist Eyes, which allow me. And well, since I'm going to use an advanced skill, this to gentlemen, to see spirits in the twilight and in the shadow with one reach. So I have three free reaches. I'm gonna use instant casting, advanced duration, and advanced skill. And I'm going to overreach by one to give us the possibility to see across the gauntlets and take a -2, use a speech, and my dedicated tool to mitigate paradox.
Yep, so now we're down to just a chance die for Paradox.
And I'm gonna use a willpower. Yes! No paradox. Oh. And the spell works. Woo! So now, for the remainder of the day, we can see spirit and shift our perception to the other side of the gauntlet into the shadows. Pretty neat.
Do-do-do-do-do.
It was fun. I get to see more things.
So this is what you guys are up to all day.
And
Yep, and
yeah,
you will probably see a familiar as well.
Benny, you see two familiars in the room, Brother Oak and the little doggy, Gambit.
Doggy! And Benny will like get down towards his knees and put his arms out and go, come here, doggy.
Okay.
I guess Gambit just plays around with Benny.
Presumably, though, this doesn't give us the ability to touch or affect them. So
Absolutely
Benny will reach.
not.
So Benny will reach out to pet it and just kind of immediately look downtrodden when his hand goes through.
Yep.
Yes. Well, you can see him. His name is Gambit. So, yeah. Great. I get to see spirits and ghosts. That's something I can look forward to.
Well, I can't do anything about ghosts, but
Well, I
you can
see.
see spirits.
So,
Hey.
what's your plan then? With the photo, I
Uh,
suppose.
Well, we gather the rest of the gang and we heads up to the Concilium Sanctum to see why he gave me a photograph of this place, but in the shadow. That doesn't make any sense.
Well,
Invictus said he was going to be looking for some retro video games for a bit. Don't think he'll be joining us immediately.
Retro video games.
It's
Okay.
a bit of a long story. His son's in town.
Huh.
at
Okay.
least give me a
He's
chance.
also unmarried and hasn't had sex. So, I mean, go figure on this
Sorry?
one. Like I said, it's a bit of a long story.
Okay, so should we bring the murder hobo guy? Like
I don't think he's murdered anyone, has he?
it looks like one.
I mean, he seems
Over.
like a bit of an obsessive martial artist to me, but we did get his number, right?
He doesn't have one. Remember?
Wait
But
a
you
second.
would
Didn't he
know
have
that
an
he was going.
apartment?
Yeah. The apartment you guys were gifted is where he was staying.
Oh, I thought you mean by like phone number.
Well,
Well, we can always go bump in on him then.
I
At
guess
least
we
give
can.
me give me a chance
Yes.
to change first. So this Nubis is just gonna walk over to his drawers and just change into something. So and then he just gets himself dressed. Okay.
All
Well,
right.
let's just grab my grimoire because if we're going to the shadow, I will need it. I will need to scribe down this bad boy, by the way, because
And
there's no way I'm gonna lose something as useful as this.
and that's when Nubis goes over to his and pulls out his own. Okay, let's go.
Oh, you get all the cool books.
I got this. This is my personal grimoire.
I asked for it, so I got it.
Well, I at least have some humility, so I didn't stretch him for everything he's got.
Look
Hey,
at that.
well, literally, the fucking console literally gave us a task. I mean, it's only fair that they would help us by lending us.
Yeah,
assets.
only fair to ask to get paid first before you do the job. Yeah, I get it.
You also
Okay.
notice that on the final page of the grimoire, there's actually a sketch of a middle finger. Chester.
Oh, nice. No, we just defied Mysterium property. I assume it's Mysterium.
That's a pretty sketch you got there, Jester.
Yeah.
Hey,
Man,
at
he's
least,
really got a hyper-realistic art style, doesn't he?
You
Jokes
feel
on
like
him.
this
I
guy-
like to get myself fucked.
I feel like this guy would have been actually a pretty good artist if he hadn't gone into the world of magic.
look at it this way, Jester. You and I are grimoire buddies. See? And it just puts the and this grimoire next to it. See?
Reminds me of my book where I used to keep all my Pokemon's cards.
You collect Pokemon cards?
I used to.
I still
Yeah, I
got
was a
boxed
kid,
up
you know.
somewhere.
I didn't have anything as a kid. Okay, let's
We'll
go.
make you a deck later.
Doesn't sound like something I would be into.
Sure.
We'll make you a deck later. Benny says as he aggressively puts an arm around you.
I said no, and that's when Anubis slowly puts lifts
Oh,
up
should we
Benny's
play
arm,
Magic the
pushes
Gathering?
Benny away.
Like Magic the Gathering, guys.
Look, real men play Pokemon, okay?
How
Yeah,
long
but
is this
real
card
Magic play
game?
Magic the Gathering.
This is when Anubis grabs the two and said, "Okay, let's go," and starts pushing him out the door.
Okay.
Let's go.
When you
Cheers.
open the door, you see a familiar face.
Anubis.
No, racist Grandpa McRandall Jefferson.
Oh,
Oh,
Hello, Mr. Jefferson.
What are you doing in there? I heard all sorts of noises.
I'm allowed to make noises in my home, right?
You got any of those Hispanics hiding in there?
No, Mr. Jefferson, we don't hide any
No.
Hispanics in our apartment.
I had them in the basement, actually.
I knew it.
This is a
That's why
joke.
We don't have a basement.
This
Mr.
is a
Jefferson,
joke. Calm
we
down.
need to get going, sir. Can you please move? We have important business to attend to.
I fought in the war, you know. As he kind of shuffles away.
So did I.
Yeah,
That your landlord?
Yes.
The Great War.
no, well, you can't be that old. I mean, come on.
That's what my doctor said right after he called me senile.
Huh.
Wow.
Is the
Your
what out of character is
gravity
he
or
gone?
something, Mr. Jefferson. I gotta go to work. You have a nice day.
Have
Alright.
a nice day too, Sonny. And he kind of shuffles back into one of the rooms that he owns.
On his way out, I kind of want to do a mental scan here. Because Benny's a little suspicious after that last statement.
Okay.
Let's see. I gotta pull up the spell book again. Here we go. Alright. Mental scan. Something I don't really know how to do too well, but I can still do it. I don't need to reach to make it something that I just throw in his general direction. I think... Yeah, I think I can just aim it. That's fine.
So you throw coffee at the back of his head, right?
No, just a little tingling of psychic senses in his direction.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't have much here, but I can go ahead and just do some concentration on it and get +2.
Okay.
And this is for the spell actually working. One success, it does work, and I believe if I'm aiming it, I have to roll
Athletics.
either firearm or athletics and dexterity versus his defense here.
His
And-
defense.
I presume he's not actively trying to dodge around and avoid anything right now.
But like, you're going to cause him a breaking point with quiescence and all.
Actually, you know what? Wait, I'm gonna cause him a breaking point just looking at him?
Just flinging a spell at him. The spell will be visible.
Good point. Oh, you know what?
monster.
I do have reach on this, so maybe I could just make that an extra reach go sensory, use my dedicated tool as well, just fondle my badge a little bit in the process, and everything's good. There we go.
Badge in this case is not your penis.
That's alright, we have different nicknames for that. Roll one chance paradox die for me then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so everything works out. It works at sensory range, and one success. Mental scan. Can do things like mood, supernatural status, desires. I call it. Oh wait, no nature is the name of the thing I wanted, or was it? I gotta look at what questions I can ask here. 1 second. This is one I didn't intend to go about using so immediately, but.
And Theta's back.
What, if any, psychosis does the subject suffer?
He actually was that you got the success?
Yes.
Okay. He suffers from megalomania.
Ah, there we go. Then he's gonna pocket that information then.
And yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Benny, of course, doesn't intend to harass the man over it and is happy to let him go back to his home right now. And then I believe on our way to go check out Jack then.
Yeah.
Or Nemesis.
Just if you see spirits, just try. Don't react to them. Like, don't show you can see them.
So it's like when I see ghosts.
I don't know. I never see ghosts. So.
I see them all the time, Chester.
You're a bad boyfriend.
Yeah, I know you do, but I don't know how to interact with ghosts. But just don't attract any nasty spirits, right?
All
Well,
right.
I guess we have our bodyguards. And just I will turn to Brother Oak and give him the thumbs up.
Oh, I'm just a bodyguard now? Oh, man.
You? No. Oak is.
You notice a giant tree ant following you.
Oh, yes.
Well, not giant, pretty big tree ant.
A little bit bigger than a normal human.
I guess he qualifies.
He looks like he took the giant merit. Let's say.
Yeah.
You don't know what a merit is, though, so this is just strange.
He's just big.
He's
Uh,
big.
but yeah, you do notice that this, yeah, having a new sensory into the shadow can be a little distracting. There are a couple spirits mewling about outside the window, and you even notice a spirit's presence inside one of the rooms.
Ooh.
What does it
And
look like?
Mhm.
It looks like wisps of smoke, and it looks like dancing smoke.
Hmm. All right. Can I roll like intercal to know what it is?
Yeah. It's a spirit of would that mm, would you know its name? Would it have a name? Anyway,
All spirits have names, but
after a certain point, but
like
it would be
It's
called a
called-
spirit of indulgence.
Huh.
Spirit of gluttony and indulgence.
all right.
Doesn't really do anything. It just enjoys
prob-
its.
Yeah, he's probably just feeding or like slumbering or just enjoying his time in the twilight.
Yep.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, Anubis just turns the other way when he saw the familiar.
And when you get outside, you notice the streets are more alive than ever. Spirits of concrete and suffering going through the alleyways. Blood. Spirits moving through the sewer grates.
Oh, there's a lot of spirits on this side of the gauntlet.
Hey, Jester, do you see a spirit of an on-time cab around here?
No.
Well, what about a
Just-
real cab?
Well, just pull your phone and
But yeah,
lazy.
Penny will call up the cab and get everyone over to Nemesis's.
Are you gonna pay
Uh,
for the cab? Benny?
Many?
I got a little pocket change left.
Oh, because I could have just gotten my bike. Then again, I don't have an extra helmet for you.
Yeah, we can't do that. That'd be illegal.
Okay.
And you're
yeah.
a cop.
That's
Cab
right, I
pulls
have to
up.
arrest myself.
Door, swings open.
Okay. Let's
Alright.
get going.
Off go.
Spirit cab. No.
Spirit cab. Is
But-
it like that bus from Harry Potter, but cab form?
The
Yeah.
Twilight bus.
Not really, but anyway, yeah, you get in. You do notice something rather strange, though. You hear the sound of an engine revving and a car going way too fast as a rather what was the word? Spirit. You see a car going way too fast literally through the crowd as nobody's affected by it. It's probably a spirit car, as best you can guess.
We can only see the shadows if we concentrate. It shows to. Otherwise, we only see twilights.
Oh,
Speaking.
my bad. And we're gonna go to somebody else while you go to Nemesis.
Yeah, we're stuck in traffic in the cab.
Just we're probably gonna snooze a bit.
Nemesis.
I am
Keeper.
he.
You're in your apartment. It's nice to not sleep on the streets for once.
Yep. I'm sleeping on a floor now.
You're sleeping next to the bed on the floor.
No, I'm just sleeping in the middle of the living room on the floor.
Oh. I mean,
I don't like beds.
roll wits composure for me.
Great, those composure is where is my sheet?
That's perception, right? Wits
Yeah.
composure. Okay.
Wits composure is perception.
You hear screaming, just loud screaming, coming through the floor.
Alright, what can I do here? Is it like, does it sound like it's coming just from like directly below me?
It sounds like it's coming from the room below you.
Okay. I guess I'll leave the apartment and go to the apartment and see if, what floor am I on?
You're on the second floor.
Okay. I'm gonna go downstairs and try to see which door is.
You know which one it is.
It's room 1. God damn it.
It's screaming, blood curdling. It sounds like somebody's being stabbed to death, to be honest, but you don't hear the stabs.
Okay. I really don't know what I'm supposed to be. I don't know how to react to this considering Jax saw a fragment of how friggin' powerful George was, and George said not to go into room 1, so I'm really
George
just
is
going
not
to
on the
room 1.
stairs right now also. I feel like I should add.
Yeah, I don't know what to do here. 'Cause I'm afraid he'll
And
kill
as soon
me.
as it begun, the screaming stops.
Can I use? I suppose it would be knowing. Can I try to analyze if there's any life forms in the room below me using life? It like trying to just sense if there's anything directly, like if there are any living beings or formerly living beings.
Yeah. That sounds like it should work.
All right, I'm gonna roll So this is just going to be my life plus my gnosis.
You
So
probably
that'll-
need to adjust the scales because right
Well,
now you can only sense
have
things at
one-
arm
I have-
reach.
I have 2 free reach then, so I can reach that to
Yeah.
advanced scale, and then another reach to cast it instantly. So
Mm.
just 4.
There used to be life in there.
Great. And then that costs some mana because that's not one of my ruling.
But now there's nothing. No life. No
I could go see if
flesh.
George is underneath the stairs.
He's down there. His beard is a little wet with, let's say, water.
Yeah, let's say that, but we both know what it is.
And he looks rather lazy right now. Like, he's not as active. He's lazing about right now.
Oh,
His eyes are content, slight smiles on his mouth.
Oh God. I walk up to him and say, "So, I heard something this morning.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, sounded like it was coming from below me.
Oh, that's weird. Room 1?
Yep.
I mean, there's nothing in there. You can
and
go
I
check.
both-
I'm not in there right now.
right now, but
Yep.
you and I both know.
If you go in there, you'll find a pristine room. There's no evidence of anything happening in there.
Evidence of what? What would there be evidence to find of?
We both know.
I really don't like you, George.
I know, and that's so unfortunate.
Oh, dear God. I'm just gonna go back up to my room and lock the door. Like, I'm just going, like, I assume there's like a bolt lock where I can like slide it in. I'm going to slide that shit in.
Knock, knock, knock.
What?
Hey, you dropped this.
I open the door.
He hands you a wallet, and he leaves. It's not your wallet.
I don't have a. I'm going to lock the door again and open the fucking wallet.
It's got an ID and some money and some cards, and the IDs of a young man, about 22. He's wearing glasses, or says he needs glasses. There's also a punch card for Drunken Johnny's ice cream emporium. If he goes one more time, you get a free ice cream.
Is there like a safe or something here? Like some kind of wall safe or whatever?
Yep.
I'm just going to stick that all in the wall safe.
Okay.
Because I don't want anything to do with that. Oh, God. And I'm just going to get a drink of water and try to just forget that.
Behind you. No. You actually do think you hear that, but it's coming through the floor, and you hear some laughing and somebody going, "Ah, George, it's good to see you again." And there, it sounds like just somebody's talking to George, not really.
Oh, I know what happened. I know what happened, but Jack doesn't, so. Oh, motherfucker.
And
I'm just going to get a beer and then turn on the fucking TV and just try to drown that out.
And so you guys arrive, and it's a pretty nice apartment building. First time you've ever been there. It's not the nicest, it's not the worst you've ever seen. It's and you got the room number and you got an extra key.
All right. Gonna go up to the room, use the key,
Yep.
step on inside.
And you open the door, you're greeted with the sight of some woman talking to some homeless man in the stairwell. But
Oh, how nice.
and
Benny
you-
doesn't even pay attention to them.
Okay. You go up to the room and knock, 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 or you just open it.
Just going straight to opening it. Don't even know if he's in there yet.
Yeah, Nemesis, the door opens without any.
Hi.
Oh, hey, there you are.